Good morning, everyone. Jill here with North Texas Vegetable Gardening, canning recipes, a little bit of everything. Very peaceful morning this morning, as you saw. In here doing some weeding, getting ready to plant our beets and our turnips. And you can see our pumpkins back there are coming up pretty well. We're hoping to get some pumpkins by Halloween. And if not by Halloween, then we're certainly hoping to get them by Thanksgiving, because I want to try my hand at canning some pumpkin. Maybe you guys can help me out and show me a little bit there. But anyway, we're going to talk about my favorite herbs. I'm fixing to do some seed starts for my tower of power. So I went to Tractor Supply this morning and I found this eco-friendly natural organic seed starting mix by Burpee, and we're going to give this a shot. So Greg took it a look to see what was in it. And if you notice, it's from poultry manure, feather meal, and sulfate of potash. So he thinks this is going to be okay. It doesn't really have ammonium nitrates in it. So we're going to go ahead and try this and see how it works. First on my list is Italian oregano. So I'm very excited about this because we do use a lot of oregano throughout the season. You would grow this and use it most likely, it's for a Mediterranean Italian diet, for your pasta sauces, meats, fish. You would probably pair it with garlic and lemon. So I'm going to go ahead and get some of these started. Look how tiny, guys, these seeds are. Next on my list is Vera Lavender. We all know that lavender is very good for stress and anxiety and relaxation, but you can also use the flowers to make a tea, a lavender tea, guys, for relaxation. So it can be one of your medicinal herbs. These seeds are a little bit bigger. Another thing that you can use lavender for, guys, are little sachets that you can put in your drawers for your clothes to freshen things. There's all kinds of wonderful things you can do with lavender. I do currently have some growing right now, and we have enjoyed it now for about 2 years. Next on my list are chives. Now I do have some garlic chives as well, but I'm going to go ahead and just do these for now. Probably do some garlic chives a little bit later. So chives, you all know, you chop them up and you put them in your potatoes, or various recipes calls for chives. So I'm going to go ahead and pop these in. Here's what the seeds look like for the chives. Now a lot of these are so small you can almost surface sow and just cover with a little bit of your potting or your seed starting mix, and then water them in really good. So chives may be better as a broadcast spread where you can get more, but I'm going ahead, and as you know, we've been having trouble with our seeds germinating, so I'm kind of going to keep an eye on these with these seed trays to see what's working and what's not. Next on my list is peppermint. We all know what peppermint does for us. It can be used as an essential oil for headaches and pain, as a topical pain reliever. But also, guys, you can make a peppermint tea. You can dry the leaves, or you can dehydrate them, or you can freeze dry, which we'll freeze dry these, and use these in teas. And what is so wonderful about this is I remember my Mimi, when I was growing up, had a big peppermint bush on the side of her house, and every summer, now I wasn't around for many of them. We lived in Alabama at the time and then moved back to Texas about 2 years before she passed of breast cancer. But whenever she would make iced tea, she'd tell me, "Jill, go out there and get some mint off that bush," and she would always put this in her iced tea. So there's great medicinal uses for your peppermint. Ooh, wait. This is about as small as those oregano seeds are, but again, these are so small that we can just about surface sow, guys, so that's what I'm going to do. Next is the lime basil. Guys, this is a recipe that would be good for fish or sauces, something that you want a citrus flavor to come through. You can also use it in pasta. Here are what the seeds look like, so I'm going to go ahead and pop them in my row. Last, but by far not the least, I'm going to start some thyme. These are teeny tiny too. Now the only thing I don't like about that brand that I've been showing you is the seeds are in plastic packs, and let me tell you something, static electricity kind of keeps these seeds from coming out. But we're going to go ahead and seed this last row of our seed tray. So thyme is used in your savory cooking for like your roasts and poultry. So that would be your savory herb. So the big thing about herbs is a lot of people start your herb garden in the spring, but you know what? You can also start them in the fall. Sorry, a call was coming through. You can also start them in the fall and have your herbs for fall. A lot of the good herbs that I already have growing from last year is rosemary in my Tower of Power and sage. So I didn't start any of those. I did buy a new rosemary plant this morning that I'm going to put in the small high tunnel. But many of these herbs, medicinal herbs or cooking herbs, guys, are perennials. Like the thyme is a perennial. I know the mint is. The lavender is. And I don't think the oregano is. I don't think the oregano and the basil are perennial. But the other ones, I believe, are perennials. So, my Tower of Power has been out of commission for much of this year. I do have some holy basil in there, which I absolutely love. So I did plant some more holy basil seed this morning in a different tray with some more lettuces. And that is probably one of my favorites. It's also called Tulsi, guys. So if you can find you and start you some holy basil, that is a wonderful tea to dry or dehydrate or freeze dry. I froze dried mine last year. Froze dried mine last year. And still have some, and my daughter also uses it. She has frequent migraines, and when she starts to feel nauseous or the migraines come on, often she'll get her a cup of hot tea, and we'll just use the little leaf or the tea compress, the coffee press, and we use it as a tea press to make her some hot tea. But anyway, so herbs are not just for spring. They are for fall as well. And again, the famous ones are rosemary and sage, because you use your rosemary usually at Thanksgiving for your turkey and your sage for your stuffing or your dressing. It depends on what you call it. I call it stuffing down here. Sometimes I call it dressing. It depends. Anyway, and then your rosemary is, like I said, for your turkey, or you can flavor it with some meats or breads. Rosemary bread is absolutely delicious. So those are kind of savory and kind of fallish. So those are some herbs you also want to keep on hand and plant. That's not feeling so good today. Those are some herbs you want to keep on hand and plant this time of year as well, or make sure you have them. So that Tower of Power is about to come into commission. And guys, I had the Tower of Power in one of the high tunnels all winter, and most everything made it through the winter time. So if you're going to start herbs, make sure you have a place to put them, a sunny location in your kitchen or in your home, but go ahead and get you some seed starts. And if you have an area outside that you can protect, because I'll tell you, the rosemary and the lavender were both very hardy through cold weather last year, and so was my calendula. I don't have any calendula in this because it's kind of a summer plant, but it did okay in the winter. So anyway, lots to do around here. We're still busy planting and starting seeds, and it's very nice out. It's 80 degrees. We've had very high cloud cover, or lots of clouds, high volume of clouds. Cloud cover today, so it's held our temperature down. It's been so nice. Waiting any minute now for the sun to come out, and I hope it doesn't. But anyway, tomorrow we're supposed to get up to around 95, but then Sunday, the big change comes for Texas. So I am excited for that big change. Well, we are expecting rain almost every day next week and 80-degree temps. So we will be working in those high tunnels like crazy next week, whether it's raining or not, because it's going to be cool and cloudy, and we can probably raise the sides as long as there's no severe weather, and get in there and do some serious work, like broadcasting some more lettuce seed and planting beets and planting turnips in the ground out there. So stay tuned. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We will be in touch this weekend. Take care. God bless. Love you all.